Everyone, it's Paradise, and today I'm going to show you how you can print on your journaling cards. And I gotta warn you, the dogs are making noise, my husband's outside shoveling, there are people snow blowing. It's just going to be a lot of loud stuff in the background, and I hope it doesn't distract you that much. And I apologize ahead of time, I just couldn't get a break today. Everything was going on, and it's been loud the whole day. But anyway, so I want to show you how to use the free Photoshop template that I have in the SP store. So here we are at spandcompany.com, and if you click on down here, SP Printables, takes you to all the printables we have available, and under this section called Free Printables, I don't have a picture for it yet, but I will eventually, so it might have a picture here by the time you see it. We only have this one right now, and it opens up to this free printable template that is a 3x4 journaling card Photoshop template. And as you can see, it just prints on your journaling cards. So I'm going to take you over to Photoshop here, and this is what the template looks like. The cool thing about this template is as long as you write in these boxes, your journaling stuff will go on your cards, and these are 3x4 little boxes here. So what you do is you print out a copy of this, and then you can put some removable adhesive on inside of these squares, and then stick your journaling cards there and run it through your printer again, so it prints in the same spot. But when you run it through your printer again, you just turn off these guides, and you can turn them off by hitting this little eyeball symbol on the layer, and they just disappear. And I'll show you this on one I've made. So I went ahead and got these two designs. Let me zoom in here. Oops, that's too much zoom. So here are the two boxes. I just wrote out my journaling. I put a cool title. I even put the date. And in this one, I aligned it to the right-hand side and made it a quote from my husband. And then if I turn off those boxes, all that will print is what's inside the boxes, which is all my text and my story, which is really neat. So it's just a free template we have in the store. You can go ahead and download it and use it for your journaling. I'll put up a 4x6 one soon too. I just haven't done it yet. So let's watch this in action now. I'm filming this in kind of a weird location. I've got my laptop here, and on this little table I've got my printer. It's just one of the printers from HP. It's color LaserJet. And it's a really, really old printer, like 3, maybe even 4 years old. But I absolutely love this printer. You can see through my paper. I've got just something that was printed on the back. But what I did was I put some temporary adhesive inside the squares and stuck my two journaling cards here. And I did my journaling on the computer here inside of the squares. And all you have to do is you got to make sure you have all your journaling inside the squares. And when you're ready to go, you have to go down here to the bottom where your layers are and hide the actual grids. It's just the second thing here, and it's called Shape 1, Copy 3. And I just hide it, and that hides everything on the paper. Now you're just left with your journaling stuff. So then you load the paper in your printer, however your orientation goes. My printer happens to print going towards the printer is face up, and I always put my paper in face up because it prints on the top side of my paper. So if I'm doing double-sided printing, all I will do is flip my paper over, and then I can print on both sides. But for this, I just want it to print on those journaling cards, so I put them face up, and the top is facing towards the printer. Just close that up, and we're ready to print. And for some reason, my Photoshop is really wonky, and I can only print using this button that says Print One Copy. It always gets my computer in a tizzy if I hit this print, and then I go to that print screen where you can pick multiple copies and all that. But I just need one copy anyway, and it already knows which printer to use since it's the only printer. So I just hit Print One Copy, and it'll start my printing. Alright, so it just printed, and here are my journaling cards. They printed out really good, and I didn't measure anything on this one, so the L kind of goes into the arrow area, but I think that's okay. It looks really, really cute. There's my little story, and then my journaling card it's just a quote from my husband. I thought it was really cute. Alright, so I just peeled them off. You can see them there. I wanted to show you, I hope you can see, there's like a little line of glue at the bottom and at the top of each of these little squares here. And they're just tacky to the touch. So far I've only used the top 2 squares. The bottom 2 don't have any adhesive. This is just the Tombow multi-purpose adhesive. I ran 2 thin strips on each one of these boxes, and then I let it dry completely, and now it's super duper tacky, but the glue won't come off on the cards, and it holds them in place super duper well. And I used the 2 strips just to make sure that the card doesn't turn at all. I did have that happen when I only had some adhesive up at the top. So that is my tutorial for today, guys. If you don't like your handwriting, you don't have to put it in your album. And if you're like me, it's very helpful to be able to print right on your cards, because I write really huge and I don't write in a straight line. So I have a really hard time with the handwriting aspect of Project Life. So I'm just going to be typing up a lot of my stuff from here on out. It's just easier for me and looks so much nicer than my handwriting. Well, that's all I've got for you guys today. Be sure to subscribe to my channel on YouTube and like me on Facebook and all that fun stuff. And I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.